Welcome to another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Let me know in the comments down below how is your weekend going so far, guys. Doing anything special, meeting some friends, going out, chillaxing at home, watching a movie. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below if you've watched any good movies recently, because I'm looking to watch something later on with the family and I'm kind of like out of ideas. I know this is a bit off topic. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about the Forbidden Dungeon hard mode. We're gonna have a look at the rewards. I'm gonna show you basically what type of strategy I'm looking to use, at least early on while I'm progressing through it. It is much harder than the normal mode, especially once we're going to climb to higher stages. And I do want to give a massive shout out to all of you guys that are supporting my channel through the supporter creator program. If you guys haven't done it just yet, make sure you head over to the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. It's free. You don't have to download anything and you can earn free rewards. And on top of it, you can get to help and support the channel, help and support me, which I really appreciate, guys. And I'm going to be able to send you rewards straight after this video. But without further ado, let's dive straight into it. I will be very honest with you guys. I have been slacking quite a bit with it because I've been extremely busy for the last 1 week or so, and I haven't really progressed much through it, right? I unlocked one stage just to be able to auto battle and farm the rewards. But before we dive into that, let me just quickly do this before I'll forget. This is what we're getting from the normal mode, right? So when I'm doing a full auto clear, I'm getting a good chunk of materials and all that. Now, once we are moving on to hard mode, if I would do an auto clear, just to kind of like give you guys an idea as well, more or less, pretty much the same cup of tea. Now, what I do like, to be honest, is the fact that we're getting stat change stones from here. So if you're really rushing in early on to complete this, especially if you're purchasing any packs, you'll be loading on materials, and that is great. Now, of course, you're not getting the pedestals, but you're getting this. To be honest, it's kind of like a win-win. What I would like to see is them replacing this material or this material with something else for gear sets that are really hard to get, you know? So hopefully they will introduce those ones in other content, because at the moment it's very hard to acquire some of them, and yeah, pretty hard. Now, moving on to the next stage. This is stage 2 right here, guys, and I'm gonna show you basically at the moment. This is what I'm using. I know it might not seem like I have tons and tons of crowd control, but trust me, Morgana with her Storm Relic, absolutely freaking insane, guys. And then, of course, we have Sergius to enable us to rotate very often. And like this, it worked for the last few stages, actually, even on normal mode. Now, when I will have to basically make some adjustments to bring in some different heroes, most likely I'm going to bring in Lot. Lot is absolutely amazing for this, just for the simple fact that he has the A3, the passives, and everything else that's going on, allowing the rest of the characters to land freeze on the enemies. So that's going to be massive. Then we have Lancelot, which once again, he has a very good stun on his skill. So that's kind of like what I'm planning to do if this will not work on higher stages, right? The difference from the normal mode and hard mode is that you will need to have different requirements on the stages. So as you guys can probably notice, this one right here is support heroes and control hero with flame relic. So I need to make sure that I have that going on in order to beat this stage, or even to enter the stage, right? So this is basically the main difference on hard mode, and it will get harder because of it, right? So let's kick it on manual. We have two big monsters that do deal a lot of damage by the looks of it. So I'm gonna make sure I'm taking a turn before, and we're gonna try to take down the one that actually has that defense down, and I'm gonna try to decrease the attack gauge on the other one, and let's see what sort of that. Ooh. We're definitely not dealing a lot of damage versus them, so I'm going to try to basically see if I can put one of them to sleep. Maybe this one right here. Okay, no, that's fine. Let's increase the attack gauge, so like this rotate. Morgana will soon drop a lot of attack gauge once again with her second skill. And in the meantime, we're just slowly trying to farm them. So let's drop some more attack gauge on them. Beautiful. Let's increase the attack gauge. We're just going to use the regular skill right now on a Gillian right there. And I'm very tempted to try and apply a defense down right here. Let's see. Can we put another one? Unfortunately not. But let's go in with another strong hit. We almost took one of them down. Once again, we're rotating. And we're not really allowing them to take turns like this, guys. So that's basically the creme de la creme, right? So we're dropping the attack gauge on them once again. Dropping the attack gauge on them once again. We got resisted right there, unfortunately. But now we have Bediver going in versus this one. We almost took that one down. Bang, attack gauge up again. So I know this is pretty popular as an arena strategy. Comboing Morgana with Sergius. Well, I like it in PvE as well. It's actually really powerful versus the Forbidden Dungeon. So as I was mentioning before, this is one of the main strategies that I've been using on harder stages where I don't necessarily need to control. Like, not on stage 92. But everywhere else except stage 92, I'm going in with this team, guys, and it works like a charm, okay? Absolutely amazing. He does have quite a few buffs, this boss right there. Let's just go with the A1 skill. Let's see if we can remove some of the buffs. Seems like we cannot. Okay, good damage as well. Hopefully he's not going to kill us, but either way, we're going to increase that attack gauge. We're going to keep his down, you see. They took a turn at the beginning, and that's it. No more, no less. And now slowly we are going to put an end to his miserable life. So this is a very strong strategy for these guys, as long as you can use the characters together. Now, I do have a couple of different relics for Morgana. I have Fire and Storm, and I have Fire and I think Storm as well for Sergius, but I might be wrong. On Bediver, I have the Fire one as well, but not leveled up. So what do we have right here? Support heroes, control hero with Flame Relic. So we can go in once again with the same story. And as you guys can probably notice, it is a bit more challenging because you are encountering bosses in here as well. So we got a counter attack right there. There is really no point to use the second skill on Morgana just yet. I'll rather wait with it a bit. Same with that one. We're already ready to take a turn right there. You see, we're not doing a lot of damage. Plus is the shield on the boss as well. A1, we're still dropping the attack gauge. Now we're going to use Morgana's A2. We dropped a lot of gauge on him. We're going to increase our gauge. And once again, try to deplete it. Beautiful. And let's do a stronger hit right there. Nice. A2 from Morgana. Keep that attack gauge down as much as we can, right? So it's basically a rinse and repeat sort of situation in here. We are finally dealing some damage versus this boss. It does hit pretty damn hard, especially once you're activating the second phase. This boss is in the favored dungeons, right? And he smacks really hard in there. So let's see if we can drop some more attack gauge on him. Beautiful. Morgana, I am counting on you. Beautiful. I think we got resisted before, right? Bang, attack gauge up. We have, of course, Bediver or whatever damage there you guys are using going in hot as well. Thankfully, we have that defense down on for 2 turns. And just like that, the boss so far only took 1 turn at the beginning. And that's because he was faster than us. He has no gauge, so we're not going to use that A2 from Morgana. We're going to keep it nice and safe. We broke that first mechanic. Now we are moving on to the second one. The stun from the boss is pretty nasty too here. And once again, another A1. Drop the attack gauge. Beautiful. And Bediver almost put him to sleep. Amazing strat, guys. Because it allows you to control them like having no RNG, basically. For a second, I wasn't sure what I'm going to say right there. But you guys got it, really. If I'm going in with a character that lands a freeze or a stun or whatever, it's only like a 20, 30, 40% chance for it to happen. If that doesn't happen, you're just going to get like, oh god, again, I haven't landed that, and it's just not working, right? But this is one of the better strats in my opinion. Now, of course, the higher we go, and the more stages we're beating, we're gonna have different conditions, requirements. So we might not be able to use that. But as I mentioned, we have Lancelot, we have Lot, we do have the uncommon, which I actually forgot his name right now because I'll be honest, I'm not using him that much. This bad boy right here. Kalich, there we go. For a second, I lost him. So you have quite a few options for crowd control. He's actually pretty nice too, because he has a double hit, 30% chance to put root binding, which is really, really strong because they cannot do anything at all. So you do have quite a few different options. I just wanted to quickly kind of like share with you guys my strategy on this content, talk a bit about the rewards and all that stuff. You are getting a lot of lumber and iron, which is really, really required the higher you go. Look at that, 750, 600k. I think I had already a few of them from before, but either way, you are getting quite a few of them. I've actually just noticed as well when I logged in that they released some Valentine's packs, which seem pretty decent. We got like one for 30 summons or something for a tenner. So I might be tempted. I really want to try and get Irat from here because I just don't have her. So she would be an amazing hero for my account. 2 for the Mercy here, guys. Let me just quickly try my luck to see if we're dropping a leg or no. So I'm gonna hit the Mercy on this one. Hopefully it's gonna be something new. Either way, guys, appreciate all of you watching. Let me know what strategies are you guys using to defeat the Forbidden Dungeon on hard mode. And as usual, I will catch you all in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.